Salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes. I'm your host, Mr. Sanic 007. And I hope you enjoy that introduction. That's basically what's going to be for all my videos. I hope you enjoy it. So, anyways, let me just start off by saying it is an honor to be a part of this community. I'm very excited to befriend all of you, I guess, if that's a good way to explain it. But anyways, I was always told by a lot of people that every Let's Player needs to start with a game they absolutely enjoy, and in my case, it's Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis. Or I guess in my case, it would be for the Sonic Mega Collection that I'm using. I don't have a Genesis, nor a copy of Sonic 1 for said Genesis. I do have a copy of Sonic 2, interestingly enough. But anyway, let's get started. Alright, first we got Green Hill Zone. I guess start explain a few basic mechanics. Sonic can do not too many things. He can jump relatively well. He can run relatively fast. If you hold down while running, you can go into this. Ow! That was really bad. I'm doing this live, so I'm a little bit nervous right now. So please bear with me, folks. My dudes and dudettes is how it's it. But you roll into a ball, and you can take out most enemies. Not all of them, but most. And we've got quite the number of them. That first enemy you saw, like back at the start of Green Hill, was called a Moto Bug. All he does is move. All he does is go left or right, depending on the direction you're facing. Really not much of a threat. I've never not gotten an extra life on this stage. I'm not doing very well today. Oh, please excuse me for that one. But Act 1 is done. Whenever you get to the end of a stage with 50 rings, you can enter this big fat ring, which allows you to go to a special stage. And I made the mistake of not using the trick, but that's not important. The basic goal of each Chaos Emerald stage is to get to the Chaos Emerald, and booyah, that's it, you win. Depending on the amount of rings you get, will determine your score, and if you get was it 50, you'll get a continue. Continues are very important for those that are just starting out with this franchise. Excuse me. It's very useful for those starting out, because if you lose all your lives, which are shown at the bottom left corner of the screen, it's considered a game over, and if you don't have anything and all you have were those lives, that's it. You have to restart the game from the beginning. However, if you have a continue, you are able to restart that zone with default total of 3 lives. Wow. Usually I get through that like really fast. I'm really off today. I apologize for that. I swear I'm good at this game. I really am. But I think down there I think it was Buzz Bomb. Not Buzz Bomber, anyway. Buzz Bomb will shoot a projectile at you. It's pretty fast, so you want to watch out for that. I apologize for not explaining all that much, seeing as how quickly I'm getting through Green Hill Zone. I played this game to death and back. That probably doesn't make sense to most of you. Anyway, I guess I can explain the special more of the special stage while I'm here. I'm sure you noticed all these tiles all throughout the stage. Most of them, which are just a bunch of colored blocks, they don't do anything. But as for the ones like those peppermint-looking things, they kind of make me think of peppermint, anyways. There's 2 of them. One of them says up, the other one says down. If you make contact with the up peppermints, if you make contact with the up peppermints, the stage will rotate faster. If you make contact with the one that says down, it'll make the stage. No! How did that happen? That is ridiculous. I've never died in that. And oh my goodness, this is not going very well for me. Anyway, let's see. There are a total of 6 Chaos Emeralds in the game. You will get to a certain point in the game where you won't be able to get any more Chaos Emeralds, or at least, like, any more attempts. Also, if you did what I did and actually fail one of the special stages, it doesn't give you an opportunity to try that special stage again, at least not yet. It kind of cycles through all the special stages. And once it does the complete cycle, it'll restart back in the Chaos Emerald stage that you actually did not succeed in doing. I guess I could explain some of the monitors real quick. Oh, I forgot that shield was there. I don't really need it. Shields can protect you from damage because, okay, I'm having a hard time speaking right now. I do apologize. Is that a shield? Yes, that's a shield. Shields protect you from one hit. In this game, if you don't have any rings at all, which are, plastered all throughout the level, so you shouldn't have too much of a trouble dying from that. But if you have a shield, you can prevent yourself from taking damage. And this is extremely helpful when you're lacking rings. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me today? I've had a long day, so I do apologize if this first video is rubbing you guys the wrong way. Not sexually, just literally. Oh, I got an extra life. If you score 100 raids, you get an extra life, as I just demonstrated. The 1-up monitors, they give you a 1-up. Invincibility protects you from everything except hits and crushing. Same with the shield, actually. This is the first boss, right here, Dr. Robotnik. Oh, he's such an evil man. He's gonna go left and right, swing that wrecking ball, and he's also gonna swing the wrecking ball left and right. All you gotta do is use the platforms to reach him. And oh yeah, it's really not a hard boss fight at all. Everyone that starts getting into this franchise, you usually want to start with either this game or this game's legitimate sequel, Sonic 2. I say legitimate because there is an I'm trying to think of the word. It's an unofficial sequel to it. I'll go more to that later at some point during this within this channel. You'll know what I mean later in due time, dudes and dudettes, in due time. But anyway, welcome to Marble Zone. Interesting note, Marble Zone was going to be stage 3. I think they were trying to emphasize the first 2 stages being a little fast-paced, and then the next 2 being very slow. But I guess it makes sense for it to trade off. Like one stage being fast, the other one being slow, and it just follows that pattern. Bat Attack! At least I think that's what they're called. They'll descend and charge at you, very slowly mind you, but they'll charge at you in relation to where your character sprite is. So if you jump, it'll descend less. If you're just standing on the ground, it'll descend as low as it could possibly can. Let me just say I'm not the biggest fan of Marble Zone. It's way too slow for me. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. They're not trying to. I guess they're trying to make it so you don't. Most players one thing. Oh, this game, all you gotta do is like hold right to win or something. Which is funny actually. Someone actually made a hack called a hold right to win. It was about 2 years back, I think it was. 2 or 3. Okay, watch out for those. Caterpillars, I hate these assholes. If you, they can only be, taken out by, you jumping on their heads. If you jump on their backs, however, like, its sprite will sort of fall apart and disperse throughout the foreground. Or, yeah, what the hell was that? Something tells me, something tells me something's going on back there. I'm hoping my audio did not pick that up. Anyway, with Caterpillars, as I was saying, oh, watch out for these R's. They rotate, they change the direction of the rotation of the stage. Oh, I gotta continue. Awesome. but as I was saying, you can only hit them on their head, but that's not always a guarantee, because I've counted a number of times where I hit its head, and it still fell apart, and I still took damage. I don't like this stage right here. It's Cast Summon Stage 3. It's just really massive, and you can be stuck in here for quite a while, which brings me to the other thing you can get. No! I done goofed. Damn it. If you get 100 rings, not only will you get an extra life, for some reason the instruments in the level itself, like the special stage, like, it changes a little bit. Give it a listen. I actually like it better than the original special stage music. I'll be honest, the special stage music, or at least the original one for this game, kind of annoys me. Not like the soundtrack, because I'm a huge sucker for video game music, and Sonic 1 is no slouch. Actually, I guess I can go into that. I've got quite a bit of history with this game. This, if I remember correctly, is the first game I ever owned and played. I remember going downstairs in the middle of the night while my parents were sleeping and playing this game. And my mom would wake up to it, and it's like, go to bed. It's like, no, I'm playing Sonic 1. Fun fact, my mother has never gotten past Labyrinth until it's free. But, enough ranting about my mom. Okay, I'm gonna get up. I don't need that shield. There's gonna be some geysers, fire geysers. Just stand on the block, you should be fine. However, if you know what you're doing with this stage, you can find a lot of, like, good hidden secrets. Like the extra life in 40 rings I found in the last act. This level is all about exploration rather than just going fast. I mean, it's not to say Green Hill Zone doesn't deliver on that. It's just, I think Green Hill Zone is more of an alternate path sort of thing rather than just an exploration sort of stage where you find ditties. At least that's my opinion. I never understood the purpose of these blocks right here. They give you a lot of points, but in this game, score doesn't do anything. It's just bragging rights. So, I mean, if you want a high score and brag to your friends and family about, I mean, sure, go nuts. I go up here. Oh yeah, I actually really do like the invincibility track. I think it's done a little better in Sonic 2, but that's just me though. Anyway, enough about that. We are finished Act 2. I failed the Cast Emerald stage twice already. I like to hope I don't mess it up. I want to be able to show off what it does at the very end of the game, even though, like, it's really not spectacular. I'll probably just explain it, like, assuming I don't get all the Chaos Emeralds. And so far, this run hasn't been doing very well. I literally, no kidding, this is like the third time I'm recording, and it's probably not much better than my second attempt. My first attempt was horrible. Like, it was absolutely horrible. This is my first Let's Play, then again, so bear with me, dudes and dudettes. I will get better as time goes on, I can promise you all that. So if my stuttering is a bother to you, I do apologize. I can promise I will get better. I am not okay. I am not okay. Okay, so I didn't think Murphy's Law would bite me in the rear end that quickly, but it did. Fuck you, Murphy's Law. To put it simply, what can go wrong will go wrong. Or at least in terms of a Let's Play. Other people like to call it the recording curse. To put it simply, you're playing a game, you're doing really well with it, like a test playthrough or something in regards to that. And then you press that record button, and then all your skills start going to shit, and you end up making a lot of mistakes. Like, I've never failed a Chaos Emerald, the 4th Chaos Emerald stage. Like, that is abysmal. I've only acquired 1 Chaos Emerald in this entire run, and something tells me I'm not going to be able to get them all. I'll be lucky to get like 3 or 4 now at this point. Jeez, this is really bad. Excuse me, I apologize. I'm sorry, I'm really bored. As I said, I had a long day. I spent a lot of my time driving around these days anymore. It's kind of annoying. But what are you gonna do? What are you going to... Oh, okay. Glad I avoided that. Go through this wall. Booyah, shortcut. Just skips half the level. Very helpful for newcomers, because, as much as this stage, like, isn't too bad, it could give a lot of people a run for their money. Like, and to be honest, I think the stage itself is harder than the boss. I mean, granted, if you think about it, there's only maybe, like, it's about 2 or 3 bosses in this game that are actually worth any trouble at all. This one is not one of them, that's for sure. With this boss fight, he's going to go to the left and right to these platforms and jump a fireball. A fireball is going to spread on such platform, and you just have to jump to the other platform to get away. Also, watch out for the fireballs coming out of that pit. That can catch you off guard, especially if you're not jumping high enough. If you want to put it simply, if you want to jump higher, just hold down the jump button. That's all you really need to do. Anyway, that's Marble Zone for you dudes and dudettes. Till next time, we are actually going to be starting Spring Yard Zone and Labyrinth Zone. So, until then, I gotta juice.